3B. Reading.
The Foreign Student's Guidebook. Blogger Aygul Anwarova studies politics and international relations at a university in London, UK. In this post, she offers a glimpse into the world of university interviews.
University interviews are the subject of urban legends. From the professor who sits back, folds his or her arms and simply says, "Impress me," to the philosophy student who was asked to throw a brick through a window. Legend has it he threw it, shattered the window, and didn't get a place because, he was told, a philosophical thinker would have opened the window first. As a student from abroad, I was naturally terrified when I arrived in London for my own interview. I kept asking myself why I had decided to travel all the way here to study when I could have gone to university back home in Kazakhstan. As you can imagine, I was really stressed. The other students that were being interviewed must have been terrified too, but at least they were native English speakers, while I was using a foreign language the whole time. Nevertheless, I survived, and you can too. There is no one formula for a university interview. When I started writing this blog post, I asked all of my friends about their experiences, and their answers varied. Some of them described drinking tea with their future professor and chatting about ancient vases, while others said they sat shaking in a chair while 3 interviewers asked them lots of difficult questions. What can I say? Some interviewers want to know you as a person, others want to check if you have good subject knowledge, while others just want to see some logical thinking. As with any event that has the power to change the course of your entire life, scared yet? It goes without saying that you want to make a good impression by turning up on time, dressing reasonably smartly, and knowing at least a little bit about what you're doing and why you're there. At some point, you're going to be asked why you want to study your subject and why you chose that university. If these are both things you really want to do, you shouldn't need more than a bit of thought to answer these questions. Helpful tip: saying, "My parents are making me apply," doesn't tend to go down too well. And yes, the time may come when you are asked something so weird, so unrelated to your subject that you're lost for words. How do you know the moon isn't made of cheese? What do you think about bananas? Describe a sound that doesn't exist yet. I know you're going to think I'm making these up, but they're actually real questions that some of my classmates were asked. Remember, your interviewer isn't really waiting for a correct answer, and often there isn't one. These kinds of questions show them whether you can think on your feet, and also how your brain works. Can you think outside the box, or is your main skill reciting a class textbook off by heart? So don't panic. Be confident in your abilities, take a moment to think, then answer as well as you can. Now, what do you think about eggs?